Alright y'all, as I promised in my last video, I am here keeping you updated as to what's going on with the whole Jonathan Majors situation. Now this update, in my personal opinion, does not put him in a good light at all. So I'm very interested in hearing y'all's takes on this. Let's talk about it.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Child, every time I get an update on this situation, it makes me want to establish a rule or something. I'm gonna give you, cis head man, at least a year and a half before I start lusting after y'all, because this shit is ridiculous. Y'all, I mean, we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing. We can't have nothing. Now, I was going to give this channel here a little bit of a break because I had been neglecting my other channel, youtube.com/AvatarAdrian. The link for that, of course, is in my description. The link for my podcast is also in my description, my Patreon. So yeah, I was just like, I'm going to give this channel a little break, focus on my nerdy channel, and that's it. But then this update came out, okay? And the headline said basically that Jonathan Majors' lawyer was over here releasing text messages that allegedly Jonathan Majors and the alleged victim or whatever, right? So I'm just like, okay, I saw that headline, I was like, okay, it's not looking too good for this nigga, right? Like, that's in my head. I saw the headline, I was like, this is really not looking too good for this nigga. So maybe the text messages will, you know, let us see a side of it that we haven't, you know, predicted. Maybe. Girl, first of all, this is what's supposed to make Jonathan Majors look innocent, right? This is what the lawyer said. The lawyer said that he's completely innocent, and this, you're releasing this shit to the public. This is supposed to make him look innocent, right? Now, this is apparent. Let's look at the fucking text messages. This is apparently coming, like I said, this is apparently between Jonathan Majors and the woman that he allegedly or involved in this assault. Girl, I don't know how to talk. They be talking about allegedly, you know, maybe. I'm just like, girl, okay, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. God damn it. So it starts off with Jonathan saying, and we had some messages before then, right? But it, you know, what we're focusing on starts off with Jonathan saying, "Did you leave the keys?" And this is what this woman, even though like it's his girlfriend, is a lawyer trying to distance Jonathan from this woman when this woman's in this text message saying I love you to Jonathan Majors. Like, it's his girlfriend, right? Like, I mean, so the woman says, "Please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight." Okay, like that's the first fucking thing. This is the first paragraph, girl. We didn't even get to the rest of the shit, and the rest of the shit is worse. It don't make Jonathan look, okay, anyway. I'm so angry that they did. I'm so sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. That sentence scares the shit out of me, girl. I told them it was my fault. So you went, so far in the text messages, what we have here, she's obviously, sure, she was at the hospital for injuries. The police was talking to her, they were pleading, she was pleading, talking about, no, it's not his fault, it was my fault. It was my fault for reaching for his phone. I just got out the hospital, just call me when you're out, I love you. And then the next message here, she said, "They just called again to check on me and I reiterated how this was not an attack and they do not have my blessing on any charges being placed. I read the paper they gave me about strangulation and I said point blank, this did not occur and should be removed immediately. The judge is definitely going to be told this. She ensured this to me. I know you have the best team and there's nothing to worry about. I just want you to know that I'm doing all I can my end, basically. I also said to tell the judge to know that the origin of the call was to do with me collapsing and passing out and your worry as my partner due to our communication prior out of care. She promised all would be relayed." So in my opinion, if Jonathan Majors' lawyer thinks that this kind of shit makes him look innocent, I'm just wondering what is the rest of the evidence that they're talking about, because remember, the lawyer had said she's sitting on video evidence, eyewitness accounts, and also 2 written statements from the woman recanting these allegations. Now I'm wondering if the lawyer considers these text messages the written statement from the woman recanting. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't know why, like, I understand that TMZ is TMZ, but like, for us to be getting these updates through TMZ, now, from my understanding, the lawyer sent these text messages straight to TMZ. Maybe they sent it to somebody else, other publications, I don't know about it, but TMZ broke it and they said that the lawyer sent these messages or whatever the fuck to them. So I'm like, this is what you consider making Jonathan Majors look innocent, and you're sending it to fucking TMZ of all, you know what I mean, publications. I'm wondering if you even got consent from this woman to be putting up these messages in the first place. You know what I mean? And then we can talk about the fact that this is, like I said in my description, it is, to me, looking at it from the outside looking in, it is, this woman is speaking like textbook domestic violence survivor. Like, I'm so sorry. She's protecting him. She's saying, oh yeah, I have injuries. Or she's trying to protect him even in the face of, we're talking about the law and judges and all this shit. She's talking about, oh, your phone, it was all my fault. They know that we had a fight. They saw the injuries all over me, but I love you. I'm just trying to make sure, I know you have the best team and everything's gonna be okay, but I just wanna let you know that I told them to tell the judge that it was just all my fault, and you know, all of this happened, it really didn't have to happen like this. It wasn't an attack. It was just like, I'm sorry, but this don't make, unless you are a bird, or unless you one of these like podcast Mike having ass nigga. And it's funny because I was just talking about advertising my podcast. But you know what I mean? Like these misogynist straight men with a fucking podcast. Like, unless you're those two demographics, looking at these text messages don't make no sense to you, girl. Or it doesn't make Jonathan Majors look better than we saw him before, girl, when this shit dropped. To me, it just looks like she's trying to coddle this man, protect this man's fucking ego, protect his fucking feelings, and also, obviously, by extension, protecting herself, trying to make sure that he don't get even more pissed off. Like, I'm sorry, I love you. Oh, I told them that it was a fight. We fought together and it was not an attack. And oh, it was my fault. I should have never reached for your phone. I should never take. It's not making him look good. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care what y'all talking about. To me, it's not making Jonathan Majors look good. And the lawyer just all these statements, so confident. Yeah, girl, he's completely innocent and we sent on evidence that would really completely exonerate him. Bitch, Jonathan Majors typed 7 words, I guess, including the one that is redacted, which is probably her name. 6 words in the face of all them goddamn paragraphs. And I'm just like, she over here trying to, I don't know. None of that shit look good. All of that shit, like I said, looks like somebody, and then there were people and there were survivors who were commenting on this saying that like it just looked very familiar. They were like the kinds of things that you have to believe about yourself or tell yourself in order to be the woman typing those kinds of things after an incident like this happened. It's just like a lot of survivors were commenting underneath this like, girl, this looks kind of familiar. Like, it looks like, so again, I'm gonna reiterate what I said in my last video. Like, you cannot blame people for wanting to know 100% fact that this shit don't happen. In my opinion, the more that this shit, the more news about this comes out, the more we're seeing shit like text messages like this. I am completely not convinced that Jonathan Majors didn't do this shit. Like, I am not fucking convinced, girl. I don't care what and to me, I'm really going back to the fact that the lawyer really thought that this string of text messages would make him seem that much more innocent. And then pushing it into TMZ's gates, it's just so, I'm gonna say it again. This to me gives off that she is trying to blame herself for Jonathan's actions. It seems to me that she's trying to protect him, obviously in the face of the law, and obviously the fact that he's this huge celebrity, blah, blah, blah. The text messages give that she's scared, and that she's scared. Something happened, she's scared, she's trying to protect his ass, and that she's blaming herself for his actions. That's what it gives to me. That's what it gives. So unless somebody else got some other bright ideas, girl, it's not looking too good for Jonathan. So, I mean, unless the video that the lawyer is talking about is a full 24-hour account following him around all day, all night to see, it's just like, it's not gonna, you're gonna have to come up with something, because otherwise this shit don't look good. So let me know what y'all think, because that shit don't look good to me. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please be safe out there. Make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Yeah, you could blow me, I ain't the only, you so lonely,